All right, let's bring this meeting to order. Welcome, everyone. I'd like to see a full room. Welcome to tonight's meeting.
Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5.
Accusations of harassment and racism in the city of Sunnyside. A preview to a story we've been working to bring you only on Apple Valley News Now.
Then new details.
Priests in the Diocese of Yakima will go to jail before they will break the seal.
Bishops in Washington state suing Bob Ferguson over new laws when it comes to confession. We hear from the Yakima Diocese.
Also ahead.
We've had several different issues on that crossing as far as it deteriorating.
Hanford workers, listen up. What you need to know about construction on 240.
And Stacy's here.
And we've got shaky cameras, gusty winds from the Yakima Valley to the Columbia Basin. When will the wind stop? The news at 5 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Lots going on. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us on this Thursday. I'm Austin Reed.
And I'm Wendy Redmond. It is May the 29th.
Following the signing of Senate Bill 5375 requiring clergy to report suspected child abuse or neglect when revealed in the sacrament of confession, Joseph Tyson, the Bishop of Yakima, has joined other religious leaders in filing a lawsuit against the state.
That lawsuit argues the law violates constitutional rights to religious freedom under the 14th Amendment and the Washington Constitution. Bishop Tyson says he supported the first draft of the law when it had a carve-out for the sacrament of confession, but says this is about protecting the right of repentance so parishioners can enjoy absolute confidentiality to come to terms with their moral guilt.
When we were told we must break the seal of confession, risking our salvation, being excommunicated in order to comply with this law, that's a bridge too far. Confession is not about hiding abusers. Confession is about calling people to real moral responsibility and communion with God. If you strip that away, you don't get more justice, you get less honesty.
Bishop Tyson hopes before the law could affect on July the 26th that it can be litigated in court. The U.S. Department of Justice has started an investigation into the law.
Today, a man learned his fate for his role in the 2018 murder of Rosenda Strong. 44-year-old Jamal Antoine Pims was sentenced to 26 months in prison for misprison of a felony. The judge also imposed 1 year of supervised release. According to court documents, Jedediah Aisha Moreno shot and killed Rosenda Strong back in October of 2018. This following an argument at a home known as the House of Souls in Wapato. Pims assisted Moreno by rolling Strong's body into a freezer. The freezer was loaded onto the back of a truck and dumped near MR Towing off Highway 97 in Toppenish. 9 months after Strong's tragic death, a citizen discovered human remains. Authorities say Pims did not report the crime to law enforcement even when interviewed by FBI special agents in July of 2019.
Developing news, an investigation is on after a body was found along the Columbia River in the Tri-Cities. The Benton County Coroner's Office confirming with us late this afternoon that the body was located back on the 24th of this month, so just a few days ago, on the Columbia side of the river across from Point Kelly near Richland. An autopsy is now scheduled for tomorrow. Officials say a fisherman located the body and called the Benton County Sheriff's Department. Do stay with us for updates. Turning to fire season 2025, a new wildfire has broken out on Highway 261 in Columbia County. This is right near the town of Starbuck.
So what's being called the Highway 261 fire actually started yesterday just before 1:30 in the afternoon. This fire is estimated at about 200 acres and growing.
Firefighters say it is burning in grass and sagebrush and is threatening rangeland and electrical infrastructure. No evacuations are in effect right now. The fire cause is currently under investigation.
Late last night, Walla Walla Fire District 8, water tender 3833 and firefighter Tim Davies was sent by the Washington State Fire Mobilization to Columbia County to assist with the wildfire. Units are also assisting from the city of Walla Walla, College Place, and Walla Walla County Fire District 4.
Turning now to First Alert weather, a bit cooler today, but still nice out there.
Pretty nice. The winds, though. Oh, the winds, Austin. Yep. Whipping around my hair today, Stacy. It got quite breezy.
It is blustery today. Yeah, any of those fires right now, that's tough for our firemen. The winds continue. Good news is they will begin to die down. We're taking a live look out in Pasco now. You see a few clouds, but we got blue skies out there, and yes, cooler, 86 degrees though, still pretty warm out there. Winds at 24 miles an hour. They've been gusting 30 and 35 throughout the day. If you're heading out to see the Dust Devils tonight, you're going to stay in the 80s, dropping into the 70s. Clear, but those breezy winds. Overall though, a pretty nice night outside in the Columbia Basin. Temperatures again, warm spot Tri-Cities at 86. It's 10 degrees cooler in Yakima right now at 76, in the 70s here in the foothills of the Blues. Let's talk about those winds. Been very gusty. Again, things will start to calm down. We say 8 here, but more like midnight or so is when you'll get a break from the winds. The winds take a break on Friday and they return. They roar back in on Saturday. We have high wind watches for the Kittitas Valley and the Columbia River Gorge. But for tomorrow, lots of sunshine, clearing and breezy tonight, less windy tomorrow, 80s for Friday, 90s for Saturday, and then we'll start to cool Sunday and into the first part of next week. I'll break all that down for you coming up in my First Alert full weather forecast. Austin, Wendy.
All right, Stacy, thanks so much. Tonight, a scam alert from the Pendleton Police Department. They say somebody has been making calls asking for sponsors or money, essentially, while claiming to represent Pendleton High School. If you get a call like this, they say do not give out any information, just hang up. The Washington State Department of Agriculture is hitting the ground running this year with one main goal: finding invasive pests before they become a bigger problem. Crews are out continuing the department's annual survey, which targets more than 130 insects, weeds, and plant diseases. One pest that's become especially well known in Washington, the Japanese beetle, a serious threat to the state's agriculture. These beetles feed on more than 300 types of plants and crops, including roses, grapes, and apples. They were first detected in Grandview in 2021, and the department has been closely monitoring the situation ever since.
Over the years of 2022 to 2024, we've been doing more intensive survey around the Grandview area in Yakima County and part of Benton, and found a satellite population, unfortunately, in Franklin County.
Officials say early detection through trapping is key, but public cooperation is just as important. The best way to stop these beetles from spreading is by working with state crews and allowing treatment before this invasive pest causes even more damage to Washington crops.
A major railroad crossing in Richland is getting a much-needed upgrade and means drivers should start planning now for detours and closures. Starting today at noon, the Port of Benton started construction on a railroad crossing. This is along State Route 240. The project is part of a major overhaul to improve safety and access. The Horn Rapids Industrial Area, which includes new concrete panels and updated rail signals. In the meantime, drivers should be understanding that there will be detours using Stevens Drive, Battle Boulevard, and Kingsgate Way. Engineering and Development Manager for the Port of Benton, Brandon Lopez, says the repairs are critical for safety.
It's a critical point to get down to the Horn Rapids Industrial Area. We've had several different issues on that crossing as far as it deteriorating and safety issues, and we've done a lot of Band-Aid repairs.
The project is expected to be wrapped up on Monday by 6 in the morning. All right, now to a story making a difference happening this weekend. Apple Valley News Now is helping host the 2025 Great Strides Walk, all to support the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation.
The community event supports everyone in South Central and Southeast Washington living with cystic fibrosis, a genetic disease. The family-friendly event kicks off at 9 a.m. at Howard Amon Park. It's a 3-mile walk, and there is still time to register.
So the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation is a national foundation. We've got chapters all across the country. May is CF Awareness Month, so we have had walks all across the country throughout the spring, but May is really a busy time for us. It's going to be hot on Saturday, so just if you are coming out, be sure to bring your own water, be prepared.
Cystic fibrosis, or CF for short, is a genetic disorder, as I mentioned, that affects the lungs, pancreas, and other organs.
There are approximately 40,000 people living with cystic fibrosis in the United States, including myself, and I will be the MC this year, so come on out. Looking forward to meeting everybody. You can learn more about this right now over at applevalleynewsnow.com. In the meantime, our News at 5 is just getting started. Coming up, the latest on accusations of harassment and racism in the city of Sunnyside.
Plus,
as we are seeing more and more higher-powered rifles.
how Legends Casino is making a difference for law enforcement in Yakima.
And here's a live picture from Kennewick. Wendy, you were mentioning this.
The wind?
Yeah, the wind.
Oh, yes. There it is.
It's heavy out there right now.
Showing off.
The turbines are blowing. Stacy's back with your full First Alert weather forecast, so don't go anywhere.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens App is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Adam Ray, live on July 11th at Legends Casino in Toppenish.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering. Like the people who keep this country moving. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
Get the freedom to save and 0.9% financing for 60 months on this Silverado. That's over $6,600 in average finance savings.
See your community Chevy dealers.
Got a birthday coming up, celebrating a big win, or just want to gather the crew for a pizza and a good time? For decades, Hubby's Pizza has been the go-to spot for family, friends, and fun. Reserve your table and bring the whole gang. Kids, family, teammates, whoever loves great pizza and good vibes. Dig into your favorite pizza, hit up the fresh salad bar, and let the kids have a blast in the arcade. And if the party's at your place, no problem. Hubby's now delivers through Grubhub and DoorDash. A community tradition, a place to celebrate. Acquire the Hubby's habit today.
Summer's almost here, and so is your next Subaru. The Countdown to Summer sales event is on at McCurley Subaru, and the time is running out to lock in today's prices before potential market changes hit. Get ready for sunshine, road trips, and summer savings on a new Subaru Crosstrek Premium for just $274 a month, or a road trip-ready Subaru Forester Premium Hybrid for only $352 a month. Summer's coming fast. Lock in your deal today. McCurley Subaru, your way home.
Spring is calling. Are you ready? At Queensgate Gardens in Richland, adventure starts in your own backyard. From lush hanging baskets to vibrant landscape flowers and garden starts, we've got everything to make your space bloom. Let's grow something amazing. Queensgate Gardens in Richland, where adventure grows.
My feet hurt so bad in the morning, I couldn't even put my feet on the floor. So I built all this together to engineer a solution to my pain. Finally, I went to Good Feet, and they gave me this.
Good Feet Arch Supports, engineered for pain relief, personally fitted for you.
Hello there. Watch Live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back, everybody. Now to a preview of a story we'll be bringing you tonight at 6:30. Sunnyside Human Resources Manager Irving Brown says the city is under siege and is giving a call to action over what he calls systemic racism at the hands of a city council member. This city council member also filing a complaint against Brown and says they are in fear for their life around him. Brown says the information being used against him was confidential, was not pointed towards any individual, and was taken out of context. He says he is facing harassment no one, especially a person of color, should ever have to face. Coming up new at 6:30 tonight, we will take a look at the complaint against him and hear what he has to say about what he's up against. Other news tonight, Legends Casino is making a regional impact as it donates more than $1 million in grants to 135 different organizations.
So this was all made possible through Yakima Cares and the Community Impact Fund. One of the recipients of the Community Impact grants was the Yakima County Sheriff's Office. It consists of their lead drug task force team, the Sheriff's Office as a unit itself, along with Yakima's regional SWAT team, which consists of 8 different agencies within the Yakima County area. The grant will help them replace aging equipment like AEDs, along with acquiring some new gear.
A mobile piece of armor that they could be moving around that's rated to help out with rifle type rounds, because we are seeing more and more higher powered rifles out there that are out there they're stolen and being on the streets, and we're taken away from the streets. So that gives us an opportunity to purchase something like that when we have a very limited budget within our regional SWAT team.
The Sheriff's Office says the regional SWAT team received a little over $18,000 and the Sheriff's Office received roughly $43,000. The Drug Task Force received nearly $12,000 through the Legends Casino Community Impact Fund.
In health news tonight, COVID-19 cases are rising again as a new variant begins to circulate in some parts of the world. The World Health Organization says the rise in cases is primarily in the Eastern Mediterranean, Southeast Asia, and Western Pacific regions. Airport screening in the United States has detected the new variant in travelers arriving from those regions to destinations in California, Washington State, Virginia, and New York. The new variant is called NB181.
A federal appeals court has paused the ruling from the Court of International Trade that blocked some of President Trump's sweeping tariffs.
This new ruling also ordered that both sides provide written arguments on the question of the blocking of these tariffs by early next month. And Julia Benbrook is at the White House now with details on the decision that led up to this.
On Wednesday, a federal court dealt a major legal blow to President Trump's global trade agenda. The court blocked the bulk of the president's sweeping tariffs. That includes the so-called Liberation Day tariffs Trump announced in April, and the duties he placed on China, Mexico, and Canada earlier this year, designed to combat fentanyl coming into the U.S. Trump implemented the tariffs without Congress by invoking the International Emergency Economic Powers Act. The legal team for the plaintiffs in the case argued the administration interpreted the law too broadly.
What it does is interpret the law, the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, and it says that that does not authorize the president to issue unlimited unilateral tariffs.
The court agreed, ruling Trump didn't have the authority to impose the sweeping tariffs in the way that he did.
The Constitution gives the power to tariff to Congress, not to the president. So that means there's got to be some limit when Congress delegates that authority to the president.
The administration immediately appealed the decision. The White House pushed back against the court's ruling, releasing a statement that read in part, quote, "It is not for unelected judges to decide how to properly address a national emergency." I'm Reed Binion reporting.
That was Reed, not Julia. Sorry about that. In the meantime, the federal appeals court ruling allows President Trump's tariffs to remain in effect.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And boy, has it been a windy day. You can see our camera shaking in Yakima on our Bi-Mart Sky cam, our Legends Casino cam also shuddering around. Make sure you guys download the Apple Valley News Now weather app to keep up to date on what's happening right now. It gives you great alerts. It's my favorite feature. It tells you when we're expecting rain or any kind of storms moving through the area. All right, let's take a look at temperatures. It's a warm one, especially here in the Columbia Basin. We're in the 80s, 82 Hermiston, 86 Tri-Cities, 83 Hanford. a little cooler up in the Yakima Valley and along the foothills of the Blues this evening. We've got this ridge of high pressure. It's settling in. That's bringing those gusty winds. It's pushing out that storm system that we see here, and that's going to continue to keep us breezy at least through tonight. But as we go through the evening, winds will start to decrease. Here's what it's looking like right now. Let's take a look at our future cast and talk about when we'll see a little relief from these gusty winds. So at 6, still pretty breezy, continues to be strong and gusty here in the Ellensburg area, Columbia River Gorge through the Columbia Basin. But by about 10 o'clock, things will just start to settle down. And as we shift into Friday, we'll have a much better day wind-wise. As far as the weekend goes, we're looking at another big first alert weather day. On Saturdays, we'll see some strong gusty winds. In fact, we have a high wind watch going on right now. That'll switch over to a warning beginning tomorrow. Look for gusts as high as 60 miles an hour in the Kittitas Valley. Columbia River Gorge is going to be very windy, so a lot of folks out with their campers and trailers and things like that. That's going to make for some difficult travel. Plus, that increases our fire danger moving through the weekend. All right, here's what we are looking at tonight. We're anywhere from the 40s to the 50s, low 50s here in the foothills, 48 Tri-Cities and Yakima, 45 overnight in Ellensburg. So on the cool side. Starting tomorrow, mild, hitting 81 degrees by 2 o'clock in Yakima, topping out in the middle 80s there. Taking a look at Tri-Cities, we start in the 40s, end up in the mid and upper 80s by the afternoon. Walla Walla also looking good. A little bit warmer start in the morning there, but nice overall. Hermiston, you're going to see temperatures a little bit closer to 90 degrees in the late afternoon. Let's take a look at your travel forecast. It's going to be fairly nice weekend on both parts of the west side, Portland and Seattle. When you move on up to the Spokane area, we'll see big shifts in the temperatures from the 70s to the 80s. All right, let's take a sneak peek at our 7-day forecast here for Tri-Cities. Again, we're going to see that warm up on Saturday, cooling down Sunday. And in Yakima, we'll see those temperatures up to 90. 80s next week, a slight chance of showers. For Ellensburg, look for those gusty winds and a first alert weather day on Saturday. Walla Walla looking good, cooling down into the 70s first part of next week with some chances of rain. And Hermiston seeing a similar forecast there with the 80s. So, you know, kind of that temperature roller coaster. The winds come and go as these patterns come through the area. So we get a break tomorrow. Winds are strong again Saturday. Still breezy on Sunday. So thinking about boating, maybe not. Maybe
you have to play it by ear a little bit.
Yeah.
See?
There we go.
Yeah. Well,
it's going to be 90, so I'm like, yes, for the boat, but then the wind. The winds are going to come later on Saturday, by the way, so maybe go out early.
There you go.
Do you think that's why we're seeing the you know, not a bunch of fires in our area, but, you know, across both Oregon and Washington?
We're into fire season, which is now part of weather, as we all know, and as we head into the weekend, we're going to have low humidity. You know, fire fuels are drying out, and that increases, especially on Saturday. So be safe out there.
All right. We'll be right back with the Spotlight.
Jay Dalia, Jessica Jalal, and Josh Colbreth. Good morning, Northwest from Apple Valley News Now.
Yakima Federal Savings and Loan was founded in 1905 and has kept your money safe and sound for 120 years. Your deposits at YakFed help people buy homes and build strong communities. We believe in giving back, proudly supporting local events and organizations that make a difference where we all live and work. With 10 local branch locations, we're committed to our communities and keeping your money secure. Experience the difference. Call, click, or come by and make the switch today.
If your bath has seen a lot of life, nobody gives it new life like Bath Fitter. Whatever shape your bath is in, Bath Fitter will transform it with an amazing number of styles and watertight walls that are grout-free and easy to clean. With 40 years of experience, Bath Fitter knows what people want. An affordable remodel that isn't just beautiful, it's guaranteed for life. When it's time to give your bath new life, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
It's the Jayco Summer Escape event at Broadmoor RV, June 6th through the 8th. Our biggest sale of the year is here, like the J-Flight SLX 170 BHW, just $15,990, or the spacious SLX 260 BHW for only $23,990. Family owned and family focused, we're here to help you go make memories in a brand new Jayco RV, only at Broadmoor RV, June 6th through the 8th. Don't miss it.
The magic continues when Alice steps into the $185,000 prize land at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Join in the madness with $16,000 in cash and prizes every Friday and Saturday, and a chance to multiply your prize up to $4,000 cash. Rack up entries with a multiplier on Mondays, and hurry, don't be late for a very important grand prize day. May 31st, 4 winners and someone wins $20,000 cash. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Celebrate 3 decades of fun.
Lights, music, magic. At Giza Powerhouse Theater in Walla Walla, the stage comes alive with electrifying concerts, Broadway-style productions, side-splitting comedy, and unforgettable performances. This isn't just a theater, it's a destination for world-class entertainment in Eastern Washington. From the moment the curtain rises, you'll be swept into the extraordinary. Don't miss your chance to experience it all. Get your tickets now online. Giza Powerhouse Theater, where every show is a showstopper.
Apple Valley News Now is Kennewick.
Apple Valley News Now is Richland.
Apple Valley News Now is Walla Walla.
From the blues to the Cascades, one television station is everywhere you want us to be. Apple Valley News Now.
On your side.
Quickly for the spotlight, it comes from the Hermiston Church of the Nazarene. They are honoring the upcoming high school graduates. They tell me they have a study Bible they are willing to give to each graduate. All you have to do is stop by the table in the overflow at the church. Just highlight a Bible verse, write a note, and sign your name. This Sunday, June 1st, is the last day to do this. All right, if you have an idea for the spotlight, send me an email. Your Reason to Smile with Stacy's next.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra. Workers and the families of deceased workers who worked at the Hanford site are now eligible for compensation for diseases and illnesses. This may be in addition to compensation already being received. Smart Law will be hosting a Hanford Workers' Compensation educational dinner at their Kennewick office Thursday, June 26th at 6 p.m. To register, call 509-735-5555. Dinner provided.
Fred's Appliance is veteran-founded and family-owned locally since 1962. Come check out what's in stock and on sale this Memorial Day, like the GE 2-in-1 washer and dryer. Save $700 on this unique and innovative appliance. Seamlessly wash and dry large loads without the need to transfer clothes between machines. Get added value with a free riser at the time of purchase. This exclusive Fred's Appliance offer won't last long. At Fred's, we have thousands of items in stock, making us the most convenient choice.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90.
Hey, we're tired of having the wool pulled over our eyes with these hidden requirements. What aren't we seeing?
Yeah. Do we get our choice of free phones?
Yep, you get the latest phones.
I bet we have to trade in our old phones, though.
Nope, sure don't.
Wow.
High five. Almost. Higher. Yes. Nope.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in. And we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, built for us.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino in Yakima. Experience the thrill of our Vegas-style casino, featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and earn exciting rewards. Enjoy games like Blackjack, Pai Gow, and High Card Flush. While you're here, don't forget to unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy a meal from our restaurant. Come discover Yakima's ultimate entertainment destination, Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
Warm months bring dangerous storms, many with lightning.
With advanced forecasting technology, trust the First Alert Weather Team to keep you ahead of the storm and help keep your family safe.
Apple Valley News Now. First Alert Weather. Always on your side.
Join us tomorrow right here on Good Morning Northwest. We have everything you need to know as we head into the weekend.
Yeah, we're tracking some very strong wind gusts, also the potential for fire starts. I'll tell you the details on that coming up on Good Morning Northwest at 5 a.m. tomorrow.
All right, we wait for our reason to smile. Look at that. Raphael got a beautiful sunrise this morning in Kennewick. Thanks for sharing, Raphael. QR code, top of your screen. That's how you get your weather photo on TV. It's all sponsored by our friends at Lifetime Dental Care. You can also go to applevalleynewsnow.com. Real quick, let's look at tomorrow. Tomorrow's the day. If you have a sick day, or vacay day, or I don't know, maybe you're catching a cold right now. Tomorrow's your day.
I feel like you've been saying this a lot more lately. We're starting to see more of those days, huh?
Yeah, tomorrow, definitely the day I would be all of a sudden catching a cold.
Yeah.
Just saying.
All right. Well, Stacy, feeling good over here, right?
There you go.
Keep you on your vitamins. You're okay.
I don't know.
All right, that'll do it for us.
Hoping your news is good news.
Have a good one.